Noah, first of all, how are you feeling right now?
I feel great. Thanks for asking. I feel real good. Feel real good.
How's practice been here these first couple weeks?
It's been great. It's real competitive, which I like. It's been a real competitive experience. I'm loving it, honestly. I'm loving it. Defense is really getting after it this year.
Coach said that the offense he'd like to see it pick it up a little bit here. What do you think that has been going on here these last few days that you guys maybe haven't been able to do some of the things you want to do out there and get some points on the board?
Yeah, we're having a lot of mental errors and a lot of drops, and just missed assignments, and that's gonna happen, especially in practice and people are trying to learn things. So we're gonna get all that fixed. We're not even worried about it. Coach Freeze probably stressing more than us because we talked as a team about it without the coaches. We already know what we're gonna do. We know the type of goals we're trying to get to. So we're all gonna get everything fixed. We're not even worried.
Had a big touchdown grab on Saturday in the scrimmage. I think you had just flipped sides of the field right there. Take me back to that and just overall, offensively, what you guys were able to do out there.
Yeah. So was it Javian just ran the same route on that corner? So Javian came out because we usually, if we go deep, another receiver would come in, and I was like, well, I'm about to go that side. We're gonna do the same thing on him again because there's no way he'd be able to guard both of us. He just ran down there again. I wasn't even tired, so I be able to just run right past him. So it made it easy for us.
It's good to get that connection, with you guys obviously losing CJ and being a little thinner out there on the outside this year.
You said that again, please.
You guys lose CJ on the outside this year. I mean, is it good to kind of get that connection with Malik? And do you feel like that you'll have a little bit more asked of you this year?
Oh, all the receivers, we can all bring it. I'm gonna obviously try to do my best to do as much as I can do. You know what I'm saying? But all the receivers can bring it, and that connection, that's just all the work we put in behind the scenes all summer, every Sunday, every Saturday, we out there, all of us, throwing, catching. We all got that connection. We all dogs. We all can go make plays in this offense.
Let's take some from the media here. We'll go to John Manson from Sea of Red, then we'll go to Damien.
Hey Noah, so basically the entire offense pretty much returns from last year. You guys got a lot of playmakers coming back, and maybe the only exception might be a little question mark, if you want to call it that, at outside receiver. Do you, being an outside guy, kind of take that a little personally and want to prove to everyone, fans, coaches, etc., that hey, we're not going to let this offense down, and we're good. We got it.
I know what we can do, and I've seen all of our guys. So, like you said, I'm not necessarily just going out to just show what we can do because I know what we can do. It's more of we're just playing with that chip on our shoulder of they keep talking like this is a question mark for us, but we know that we're going to go out there and make plays regardless of what happens. We just got to play with that chip on our shoulder, which we will do.
Damien sort of letting down from the news in advance.
I can't hear you.
You're muted.
Sorry about that. Noah, your first 2 years you've entered the season, you're overcoming injuries this year, entering healthy, knock on wood, make sure get through the last few weeks of camp. But how good will you be feeling going into week one, healthy, full camp, and ready to roll?
I definitely feel real great. I think I had to really think about this year. I had to really come to myself as I wasn't really taking care of my body as much as I needed to. That's not saying I wasn't taking care of it at all, but that's just saying I wasn't using my resources to as much as I can do. Instead of just trying to rush and go home, I should go in the cold tub or go get some more stretching. And that's a lot of extra steps that I take now, especially after practice. I go on the cold tub maybe like 4 or 5 times a week out of the 5 days, 6 days we're here, and that's really almost every day. And back in the past, you couldn't get me to go in that cold tub for nothing, if I'm being honest.
Let's go to Emily.
Noah, how much do you guys in the locker room pay attention to those preseason polls, and what teams may have made that?
I haven't looked at one preseason poll in a long time.
Oh, come on.
No, I don't pay attention to outside factors really, because outside factors that's messes with your mental game. Like I said, I know what we can do, and I've seen what we can do. So why even pay attention to what they're talking about? That's their job. Let them do their job.
Awesome. Thanks.
John.
Noah, another guy we've heard about before is Javian Lofton, kind of battling with you guys out there on the outside. What have you seen out of him from a teammate? And I know that was another guy that was injured a lot last season. I mean, is he a guy that's kind of taking a step forward so far during camp?
Definitely taking a step forward. He's starting to become more consistent, especially because we need him on the boundary receiver like me and Stetson and CJ. We just need another boundary, and he's stepping into that role for us. So he puts in a lot of work. I'm with him all the time. We're all so hard on each other, especially JV. And on me, I will make a false step. He's gonna let me know right then and there. He'll make a false step. I'll let him know right then and there. So we all build off each other every single day.
What was your off season like, and was it any different getting prepared for this year?
It wasn't different, but I would say we know how good we can be. So with that being said, we put in a lot of extra work this year. A lot of extra things that I hadn't always done, we did this year. Times that I was tired, it would be like June 5th or something like that. I'd be sitting on my couch, just nothing to do. I'd go knock on Malik's door, like, let's go throw. You know what I'm saying? So, because I just know that we got a goal later on. So we just put in a lot of work. And that's not just me. That's all of us. I come up here on a Sunday by myself. There's already 10 guys over in here just doing whatever they're doing, working, trying to be the best they can be. So, yeah, that's off-season one.
Go ahead.
Noah, you look back at last season, everything that you guys accomplished, how much motivation do you guys bring into this year, knowing, people are probably projecting you guys not to do as well this year, but knowing how good this team is and what you guys have coming back, how much harder are you guys pushing so that way you guys can prove that last year wasn't a fluke? And like J-Mac said, that everyone's going to put an asterisk next to it because of, everything surrounding the season.
I mean, considering the outside factor, I wouldn't say we're trying to prove really anything because we know what we can do. We're really just trying to break that barrier, you know what I'm saying? Like, break through the roof. We're trying to expand. Like, we know what we can do, but we're trying to be better than what we know we can be. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not worrying about nothing else. We're just worrying about ourselves. And we're not even worrying about what people think about how we're going to do and how we are going to do and how we're not going to do. We're just trying to go out there and play and just play to the best of our ability because we know what we can do.
No, just real quick about the inconsistencies that Coach was talking about offensively. Who was leading in that player conversation? Who was leading the conversation about, what you guys can do as far as holding yourself accountable for those mental errors? And is this something that you think the offense has felt, that you guys have been inconsistent, or is that just, Coach saying that and not overreacting, but,
I mean, obviously, we don't let the coaches get to us too much because we're the ones playing, and we're trying to play for each other and not so much them. So, like, we try not to let him get to us, but we have been having, as you say, inconsistencies. But, I mean, we know what we can do, like I said, and we're not really trying to worry about too much of the inconsistencies because we're playing against some guys that know what we're doing every single day, especially we play against them every single day. So, really, it's just making us that much better. Going against these guys, they already know what we're doing. So imagine going against someone, he knows what you're doing. So imagine going against someone else, he doesn't know what you're doing. All those reps are going to add up, you know what I'm saying? And you said who was leading it?
Yeah, you said that you guys got together and had a conversation.
Yes, ma'am. Malik actually held a team meeting.
And that was after practice today?
That was player-led. No, that was a few days ago. It was player-led.
Oh, okay.
We just talked about, what we're trying to get out of this year and what not to pay attention to, like outside factors. We're not worried about that. We're all just playing for each other.